I'm gonna tell you what, man. That's some real mental toughness right there and grit, man. Right? Toe to toe the whole way. Wasn't going our way. You guys stood up. You stood up and made a big time play. TB, great freaking play. Resilient, tough. That is Buffalo to a core, baby. How about those Buffalo Bills? Right here, baby! Right here! 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 4 of the Sean McDermott Show presented by Kaleida Health. Thanks for spending some time with us, and Sean, thanks for giving us a few minutes. You're 3-0, great start. Your offense is humming along. You beat the Dolphins by 10. What have you learned about your team in these first 3 weeks?
Well, we can win in different fashions and forms, and very resilient group the first week, and we come from behind. The next week, we are able to separate ourselves with a big lead and close the game out. And then this past week, we were able to make some big-time plays in a close game, which, again, shows our grit and resilience.
So let's talk about Josh a little bit. He was over 70% of his passes this last weekend, 3 TDs, 134 rating. 9 different guys caught a ball. That everybody eats mentality seems to be clicking once again. 200th career passing touchdown. He became the fastest player to reach 300. The numbers are numbing almost, but you know him as well as anybody, and you coach him and you see him every day. What's different about him this year?
Well, I believe it's not so much what's different as he's continued to grow. And the path that he was on with his development has continued to take shape, and he is committed to improving every day, and every day as a person, every day as a player, and that's exciting to watch.
James Cook, 19 carries, averaged 5, almost 6 yards a carry. Second straight 100-yard rushing game. He's got over 100 scrimmage yards in every game. Tied the franchise record, 7 consecutive games with a rushing touchdown. His presence has given you a strong, dependable running attack. How does that help you game plan week to week?
Well, it allows us to be two-dimensional. James has a unique ability to kind of slip in and out of the tackles and then go the distance with the ball in his hands. And he loves football. He brings a lot of passion and commitment to our offense, and we have a lot of trust and faith in him for sure.
So you knew it was going to be a tussle. I mean, despite what the outside noise was about the Dolphins can't do anything, whatever. You knew that you were going to get their best punch, and they certainly gave it to you. They were driving with 3 minutes to go. You were up by a touchdown, and then Terrell Bernard steps in front of a slant pass, and it was the preparation. He gave a shout out to Al Holcomb. They'd seen the play. He saw it once and wasn't quite ready for it, and then was. And help up front from Deion Walker. I mean, a lot of things came together, and the preparation really showed. How have you seen Terrell Bernard's prep continue to help him develop as a leader on your defense?
Yeah, he's a leader, and when you're doing things right off the field, you'll see results in time on the field, and what he does, his habits, it's a great example to our team overall, in particular our young guys, and in particular the defensive side of the football. And the film study is huge, especially when you play middle linebacker, that, and the instincts come into play eventually, and he combined film study with instincts, and there you have the result.
Barring a recovery by the Dolphins to get them into the playoffs, you're never going to see that team again in this stadium. And they never beat you in this stadium. You're 9-0 against them, right? And you did it against 3 different head coaches. Remember, Gase, Flores, and now Mike McDaniel. Knowing the history of that rivalry here and how it sits with some of the Bills fans of my vintage, right? So what's it mean to you to have had success against that franchise in this building?
I love it. I do. I know the rivalry. In fact, you came in and spoke to the team one time about the rivalry a few years ago, and I appreciated you doing that because it helped me as well understand the background of it. And it's something we take very seriously. The game was chippy as we expected it to be, and we're happy that we were able to come out on top.
All right, thanks, Coach. We'll get back with you later in the show to get your final thoughts on the Saints game coming up on Sunday.
Game Plan is presented by Energy Mark, official energy supplier of the Buffalo Bills.
When we come back, see how Damar Hamlin and the Bills' Heartbeat Initiative helped a fan when they needed it the most. And later on, cornerback Christian Benford is mic'd up for the win over the Dolphins.
So on the day of the blue and red, we always go to at least one training camp a year with the boys. So my sister got us tickets. We went with my mom.
The boys always wanted to go to a game, and they've never been to a game, so that was the practice. So we thought, okay, we'd bring them that day. We went and watched a little of the game, and basically that's all I remember. I don't even remember walking to the stairs.
As we were leaving, we made it to the top of all the stairs at the stadium, and unfortunately my mom collapsed at the top. There was a sheriff right there and a nurse that stopped by. We were able to help lift her up, get her onto the ground, and then unfortunately at that point, we checked for a pulse and they said there's no pulse. We checked, so I was able to jump in, start CPR. While they were all coming together, it felt like within seconds there was just a huge medical staff.
I know she started it. I thank God every day she was there. The right time, the right place.
You don't feel a pulse, you act immediately. You ask questions later. And that's the biggest thing, and why just having that training ahead of time is so huge and critical.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'll give you a hug. Nice to meet you. It's very nice to meet you. How you doing?
Guys, very good.
Hi guys. I'm Demar. I got something special for you as well.
Thank you so much.
Just the pure appreciation I have for the medical staff and everyone that was there to help. Just knowing she was in such good hands is enormous and made a huge difference.
Go Bills!
Still to come on the Sean McDermott Show, Christian Benford is mic'd up for the win over Miami. Then Sportsology looks at some next-gen stats.
Nothing but love for you. Ton of respect, right?
Yeah.
I'll be praying, you'll be playing.
Yes, sir.
Deal?
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
I need everybody in the bro. I need everybody in the joint. Tighten up. Coach Young will be in the too, it, bro. We in this together, bro. We in this together, bro. The to your left, the to your right. Don't forget, bro, what the we been through, bro. This is another day, this is another opportunity, bro. To do you, to believe in yourself, bro. Trust in God. God can't help you if you don't give everything you got on this field today, bro. He can't, bro. Who can? Believe in yourself, trust yourself, technique, fundamentals, effort. Same thing every game day, bro. Technique, fundamentals, effort. Again, if they turn that tape on, the niggas know what's up, bro. Niggas know we brought that shit. The niggas know that shit came from the heart, bro. Everything coming from the heart, bro. Every thing, see, white. And when this play, make a play, all of us in that, all of us better be on that field turning up, because we know what it is, bro. We know what we've been through. Everything together. Fly around, bro. Like nobody ever seen you before, bro. Turn that shit today, big guy. I'm right beside you. I'm beside you, everybody. Family on 3, 1, 2, 3. Time to sprint, boy. Your thing, bro. Let's go. Good, bro. Time to sprint. Let's go. I got your back, bro.
Say what?
I got your back.
I got yours. Let's go.
Go ahead, Christian.
Yo, yeah, you're tough. You walked out. I said, oh my. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't familiar with the game.
Trust God, brother.
Yes, sir. All day, bro.
Faith, believe in it. quarterback.
Bro, you worse than me. I just be chilling. Hey, let's play, Trey. Let's play.
Let's go get one.
Trust the God, bro. He got you for sure. You know what I'm saying? Keep your confidence. Keep believing.
Let's go, boys. Hey, y'all know what y'all bring to this table, all right? You hear me? Y'all some real deal gangsters. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Louisiana and Baltimore, Maryland. Go put on for the map. You hear me?
Come on, bro. We got this.
Hey, read out takeaway.
Come on, man. I'm waiting on that takeaway. Takeaway winning the game. Let's go. Takeaway winning the game. Who's got it?
Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Hey, opportunities to get the ball. We need to get the ball.
Get the ball, yo. The ball.
Hell no, dummy.
Two receivers to the left, one to the right with the tight end Connor. Achane to the right of two in the shotgun with 3:08 remaining. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. Coming the other way and out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Terrell Bernard, Mr. Fourth Quarter.
No.
How you doing, though, bro?
Yeah.
Next up on the Sean McDermott Show, we break down some next-gen stats in Sportsology. Plus, hear Coach's final thoughts on facing the New Orleans Saints on Sunday.
Sportsology is presented by ECMC. ECMC, official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
The Bills are 3-0 to start the season. It's been a team effort. Great quarterback play from Josh Allen, the defense stepping up in big moments, and playmakers producing when their number's called. Let's dive into the stats behind the Week 3 win against Miami. Allen threw for 3 touchdowns against the Dolphins, which brought his career total to 200 passing touchdowns, making him the 6th fastest player to do so in NFL history. Allen also reached the 300 career offensive touchdown mark, which includes playoffs, making him the fastest player ever to reach 300. These numbers mean Buffalo's offense has been hot. They're averaging 34 points per game, good for 4th best in the NFL. Running back James Cook has been a big factor in that. The elusive back has scored a rushing touchdown in 7 straight games, tying a team record. The Bills currently have the best rushing offense in the NFL, averaging 163 rushing yards per game. Through 3 weeks, Buffalo is the first team in NFL history to collect 3 wins, score at least 100 points, record 0 turnovers and less than 15 penalties, and also average at least 150 rushing yards and 250 passing yards per game. The defense has kept Buffalo in games as they've recorded a takeaway in every single game to start the season. The Bills have also scored at least 30 points in 12 of the last 14 games. They've won 13 straight at home, too shy of the franchise record.
After the break, the crew from Buffalo Bills Weekly gives us their game preview for Sunday's matchup with the Saints. Plus, Coach tells us what it will take to get the win on Sunday at Highmark Stadium.
The Bills are facing the Saints in Week 4. It's a tale of two opposites. The Bills 3-0, the Saints 0-3. You got a new coach in Kellen Moore, a young quarterback in Spencer Rattler who's 0-9 as a starter. The offense has some playmakers in Alvin Kamara and Chris Olave, but they look disjointed to start the season.
Yeah, I will give credit to Spencer Rattler, super talented thrower of the football. The problem is they haven't been able to tap into all of that talent because their protection up front has been inconsistent. So Kellen Moore and Rattler have relied on a short passing game to get the ball out quickly to combat that lack of protection up front, and it reveals itself in the numbers. He has a high completion percentage, but his yards per attempt is around 5, which is one of the lowest in the league. So that's what they've done to remain functional, and yes, they have relied heavily on Kamara and Olave within the scope of the offense in terms of targets.
Even though the Bills are 3-0, they still have areas they want to improve in. Third down and red zone defense are bottom 10 in the league. It's allowing teams to stay on the field longer, extend drives, and score more points. How do they tighten it up against the Saints?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, they got to get better on run defense in the red zone. They got to cut that yards per carry average in half. As for third down, I liked what the Bills were doing defensively on first and second down. They were forcing third and longs last week against the Dolphins. They just couldn't get off the field on third and long. You cannot give up third and long conversions. I think Bobby Babich is a little bit limited with what he can call there because they don't have Max Hairston opposite Christian Benford. I think the man coverage calls get limited because of that. There's a deficiency there in man coverage. So I think Bobby Babich has got to scheme up ways to put his defense in more advantageous situations. I think he's tried to be timely with blitz calls. They haven't worked to this point. I don't think he should get away from that. Still be aggressive at times, pick your spots, and then hope you can get the quarterback on the ground more often.
Defensive coordinator Bobby Babich said, it's good we're getting teams in the third down, but there's two things that have to happen. I have to make better calls, and we have to execute as a defense. We also heard from head coach Sean McDermott about the defense saying, we've got some young guys in there, and it's exciting, but it'll be more exciting when everything comes together. How tough is it as a defensive coach to be in kind of a wait-and-see mindset once you get back to full strength?
Yeah, it is hard because you know you have the pieces that can make your defense good, but they just haven't all gelled and fit together in a seamless way. And I think that takes time. And let's not forget, you still have to add Hoyt and Ogunjobi to the mix when you get to midseason. So there'll be another couple of new pieces that you have to fit together, not to mention Hairston, the rookie, who I think is expected to play a lot when he gets back from his knee injury.
We don't have a full picture yet on Buffalo's defense, still waiting for some big pieces to come back into the mix. With the win, the Bills will get closer to breaking a couple records. Running back James Cook needs one rushing touchdown to break the team record of consecutive rushing touchdowns in games. That number would be 8. And then with the victory, the Bills would have 14 straight home wins, one shy of tying the franchise record set by the Bills in 1991.
Yeah, and look, it's a heck of a group you're trying to emulate, right? And I think we understand why the Bills are heavy favorites in this one. The line's been around 15.5 to 16.5 point favorites, and we understand why. The Bills look like a machine, and the Saints are just trying to figure it out. New head coach, as you mentioned, in Kellen Moore. He's just starting to get this thing off the ground. It's not unlike Sean McDermott back in 2017 when he's trying to push a boulder up the hill. 24 new players on the Saints roster this year. That's a lack of continuity that you really have to work hard to pull together to look like they're playing cohesive football. It's a mirror image, and the Saints have a lot to figure out here. They don't have all the people on the bus yet that they probably want to be a winning program. We know what that looks like. We saw it here 8 years ago.
For more from Brownie and Maddy, including insights from players and coaches, plus exclusive interviews, check your local listings for Buffalo Bills Weekly, also available on Buffalo Bills YouTube.
Coach, it's the first 1 p.m. game of the season here at Highmark. People can't wait for an afternoon game. Saints are coming to town for the first time in 8 years. New head coach in Kellen Moore, how different is it for you preparing for an unfamiliar opponent after facing the McDaniel-led Dolphins, last Thursday night? How, different is that with the scheduling and a very unfamiliar opponent?
They are unknown, and Kellen Moore, new head coach, but he's been an offensive coordinator for a number of years and done a nice job, obviously, as becoming a head coach now. And so we'll have to do our homework on who they are and who he is now with leading this new team. And so it'll be a good matchup for us and one we're looking forward to.
When you look at the Saints, for a while now, it's been Alvin Kamara and Cam Jordan. I mean, two legends of that franchise. They're still getting it done. Kamara's, all-time. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. Cam Jordan is the Saints' all-time sack leader. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler. How much does having guys like that on a roster help a new coach like Kellen Moore get things rolling?
Oh, that's huge. When you've got good players that you walk into a situation like that and, hey, let's go win games. When you have that level of player and players on your team, and they're veteran players, extremely talented, and I'm sure that he's made a great connection with those two in terms of what he wants to do and how he wants it done.
Okay, Coach. Good luck this week against the Saints. We'll be back next week to preview the Patriots game coming up. And to everybody at home, thanks for joining us on the Sean McDermott Show. We're presented by Kaleida Health. We'll see you next time, and as always, go Bills.
Final Thoughts is presented by Toyota. Toyota is the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. The Sean McDermott Show is presented by Kaleida Health, the official healthcare system of the Buffalo Bills. By Connors and Ferris, your workers' comp attorneys. Call 684-COMP today. And by Toyota. Toyota is the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills.